Garbage truck out there making this noise, ready to clean up the garbage, which was reminding me of a message I shared yesterday. I'm going to share that with you, but why I came on right now, because I'm really in the midst of my meditation. As I was said, there's the bird again. The bird is what made me really call right now. You can't really hear it over the noise of the garbage truck, which is wanting to remind me of the cleanup crew, spiritual thoughts cleanup crew message from yesterday. So I'm going to share that with you, but this bird's message is first and foremost right now. If you can hear it, you may hear him come back around. He's been like in the area continuously in that same rhythm, that same pattern. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I'm still in the distance, I can hear him. You might hear him now. All right, so, and as I start, I got to play with the light because I saw the light. I saw the sun. Ooh, kissing the sun. These sun codes is so real, so beautiful. It's good to sit out here and just ground with the wind codes, the earth codes, feet on the ground. Another message I got, put your feet on the earth, or the way I heard it was feet on the ground. And that message is coming in multiple ways. Foot on the ground, feet on the earth, feet on the ground. Harmonize with the earth. As today, the cosmic messenger passes its closest to Venus, our harmonizing planet. The message that this bird, as you hear, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened as I sat out here. The bird came in, I heard the sound of it first, and I'm planting my feet, I'm meditating, I'm sitting down, connecting with earth, and then the bird just drew in with those sounds rhythmically. Beep, 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 and it circled around like about 3 times. It came in one way, circled around, and then went out that way after circling around about 3 times, literally around me with that same sound. And as I sat down in meditation, I said, if it's still here, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the message. So as I cleansed my area, centered myself, I do my little prep meditation process. And I said, if it's still here, I'll go ahead. Is that a message to do a live? Then I will, because I didn't plan on it. And I asked while I was in it, all right, council, spiritual messengers, team, angles of light, what is it that is this spiral motion that this bird is bringing this message consistently, continuously, as it keeps resounding? And it was activate your spiral. Activate your spiral. Just it was like, watch the movement. As I connected, as we earth, as we ground, we really need to check into our magnetic fields. There's a lot of communication happening, and everything you need to know is right there within you and all around you. Always has been. However, the codes are being magnified, they're being amplified, and they're being activated with this cosmic messenger. And specifically, as it passes its closest to Venus in our solar system, the codes exchange right now it's really activating harmony, the harmonizing of previously where we were before, when it passed by Mars first, our other personal planet. Mind you, we sit in between these 2 personal planets. This is a balance in and of itself. Earth is in the balance between Mars and Venus, the masculine, the feminine energy. So Mars more representing the assertiveness. So after it has unlocked its codes of assertiveness and gaining proper, and I'm going to do a video about it. I don't want to go too much into this because I want to focus on the message that the bird was bringing, because I was already planning to do a message about the Venus and Mars, connection, activation, and interplay with this cosmic messenger. So just if you don't hear the message before I get it out, just know that take this time today to really connect, to anchor the energies of beauty. And I don't just mean superficial beauty. The beauty that Venus exudes is harmonizing. It's the beauty that invites you in to harmonize in the balance of life. So this message that this bird was giving was activate your spiral. Activate your spiral. And it kind of was even showing how the cosmic messenger is coming in. Not that it's spiraling and looping around us, but there is a spiral. There's a Fibonacci spiral that is already existing in our sacred geometry of life. And as it sends out its sonic waves of light, energy, and information, it's already like, it's just known, right? We don't have to actually see it moving in the spiral to know that the spirals are spiraling, right? And it also is highlighting energy centers, because when I saw spirals, I saw it from the micro to the macro, like spirals in the ethers, spirals in the earth, spirals in the currencies within the earth, spirals in us, spirals in the currency that is within us. And here comes the regular iguana in his regular routine that walks from his path to over there every day and back. Kid you not, when I'm out here meditating. Um, and so I guess the message you're bringing now is to shed the skin. All right. So as we're spiraling, as we're activating our spirals, there should be some shedding into this new beginning. The pathway. This iguana walks this pathway every day. There's a path. We're on a path. The cosmic messenger is on a path, and within this path, there is to be some shedding for the new beginning, for the new skin, for us to move from our carbon-based bodies to our crystalline bodies, activating on the crystalline grid. All of that is happening. But most importantly, what this bird was really highlighting is activate your spirals. Activate the spirals wherever they are around. Pay attention. Sometimes when you're grounding, some of you may see this. You may see a little spiral, little mini, let's call it a mini tornado. Here's the bird again. You may hear a little mini, you may see a little mini, you may see leaves spinning in a spiral. You may see a particular leaf on a tree. I'm kind of looking around because sometimes I can see it. It'll be one leaf doing like this, or it may be moving like this. So pay attention to where you notice particular spiral spots, is what I'm going to call it. Little portals. They're like these little mini portals. And these are just access information spots for us. All of these little mini portals are access information spots and little vortices, if you will. There's vortexes and portals all around us. As the grid lines, as the ley lines are being activated, a lot of us who have been doing light grid activation, whether physically going to geological locations and activating certain light grid points, or some of us may have been doing it like I have more electronically, like with local groups, been working on the local light grid in particular ways, with the light grid activation, helping others, helping individuals activate their light, helping them to come online. And that's why we're being told to activate your spirals, because we're coming online and we want to be able to I don't want to say acclimate, is another word, not culminate. I always miss this word when it's time for it to come back to me. But we're being asked to activate our spirals. So let me bring it to the human body, to the energy body. Yes, activate the spirals all around us, but particularly within you. Particularly, your energy centers are also your spirals. Your all 7, right? 9 if you include your soul star and your earth star. There's a spiral. There's a wheel that is spinning. This is what the word, if you look up what chakras mean, or Sekhem-Ras, as it originates from Kemet. Ra being the light that activates it. The light is what activates this life force energy in motion. So it's amplified by the light. It's fueled by the light. The light is what gives it its energy. So you are constantly, the sun is like, it's not just to give us light to see. It's giving us light, energy, and information. And so as it goes through each energy center, consider it like these nodal points. And you have this spiral that is spinning, activated. It's saying activate your spiral. And just as I saw the bird come in, there's information coming into your spiral. Loop it around, activate the spiral, send it to where it needs to go. Send it to the next neighboring energy center, the next neighboring spiral center, if that makes sense. This is to be taken multidimensionally, the explanation. And welcome, welcome, those of you who came through. I do see some of you came in. Hi, Blue Jays. And we got 3 Blue Jays that just came in. These are the spiritual thoughts that birds usually represent. Excuse me if you just see me looking around, because the way I'm grounded, I'm very sensitive to every little like vibration. The language right now is vibrationally. I've been saying that this is what 5D is. It's a vibrational conversation. So there's like a conversation happening all around me. So excuse me if I look like it's something over there. It's there. It's in the air, right? Wisdom in the wind. So the wind codes are coming in. And some of you may be experiencing this. Some of you, if you really, I know we get busy when you out in life, there's a lot of things happening, but even when you're out and about, sometimes you may feel, okay, Blue Jay, coming in kind of close. Sometimes you may feel the, all 3 of you, 3 little birds beside my doorstep. I'm gonna even share it with y'all. 1, 2, where's your 3rd friend? Where'd he go? It's the 2 of them right here. The 3rd one went up a little higher. Hi, Blue Jay. What's the word you got to say? All right, just sharing that with y'all. So if you see me looking around, they're moving around. So the spiritual thoughts, birds usually represent spiritual thoughts in your consciousness, in your aspects, different aspects of you. So these spiritual thoughts, and the Blue Jays are like represent more like communication. So again, even what the bird was highlighting, activate your spiral. Activate your spiral, because it's unlocking codes. You're moving things, you're removing stuff, letting things in, and activating those codes so that communication can flow, so that information can flow. When information flows, communication flows. So right, bird, just to hear that there's another rhythmic pew, pew. So speaking of birds, so that was a spiral activation, and take that however it resonates with you, but do go into your energy centers. For some, I'm feeling it may be a call that's saying it's time for you to really understand your energy centers, not just to be, looking at chakras for the sake of it, just for information. Oh, chakras, yeah, I know this. It's asking you to have a relationship with each and every one of your energy centers. There is, as this activation is happening, and I would say start at the root, because most of us are very physical based. We're in this world, we're in a physical body. Even if we're very spiritual, we want to start at the foundation of our body. You want to respect the body. Respect the body, because it's a healthy balance between the physical and the spiritual world. So start at the root. This is why I started the root chakra at the root, and engage with each energy center going up. Can't forget my lime water. Woo! So you're going to engage with each one. And now I'm looking because I got to watch the movements of the lizard. I've learned to become one with these iguanas. I don't run from it. I know it's on its path. It has its own, mission. And this is how we have to be with everything that's going on in the earth. Be aware. Yes, this is happening. They're there. But it's not to run. It's to sit back and observe their path. They got a path that they're on. Let me show you. He just came down too. And there he goes. Oh, I just missed it. I thought I caught it, but I missed it. He's a big one. It's very camouflaged. Under that tree, he's looking up. Like, let me see if I could point him out. Right there. And he just moved very quick. They're very quick. He was moving very slow. There he is. He was moving, and he goes to this tree. He goes to this path every time. Y'all see how big he is? And he's very, very green. That's why he was so camouflaged where he was. So, like I said, watch them on their path. Be aware of what's happening. Bring me back to my point, Spirit. So the energy centers, have a relationship with them. Not to just know them educationally and study them, but see how it relates to you. It wants to be activated in you so that you can take the time to remove those blocks in those spirals. That's what it's saying, like activate those spirals, get to know the blocks that you have held in each energy center, because each energy center has a main block of fear, guilt in the sacral, shame in the solar plexus, grief in the heart. These are like main blocks. There's multiple blocks for each one, but these are like the main blocks for each chakra. So really go in and find out, where do I have any fears in the root? And believe me, there's a lot. People may say they're not afraid of this or that, but it's conflicting with thought patterns and beliefs that you have held in your mind since the beginning of time, probably even before you came into this lifetime. So it's really to do the deep-seated work, to go in and you're at a very deep conscious level, psychologically, emotionally unpack in your soul what because these dormant things are dormant codes are being activated, which means these dormant thoughts and feelings, these dormant experiences that have been laying dormant within you are there, and they're being activated. So be mindful of that. Activate your spiral so you can see what they are, so that you can work with them and face it when certain situations arise. Know that they're being, activated, especially in the root. Anything that has to do with your physical being at the root level, which is relationships, jobs, living, your home, your car, finances, religion, concepts. It's not just physical things you could touch, but concepts that are tangible to us physically, to our very physical world. And finances is a concept that is very tangible. Religion, spirituality is a concept that is very tangible. So look at how these things relate to your root. How do you feel? Ask yourself, how do I really feel about these things? How do these things affect me? And you will know by how you react or respond to triggers in these particular areas, and these areas will be triggered. So activate your spiral. And the message in, okay, Leaf, he's like, the message in that, okay, what did you want to say, 2D consciousness? The message in activating your spiral is really, it wants to emphasize removing the blocks. How you're going to activate them is to go in and recognize these blocks, these fears, so that you can be amplified onto your higher self, onto this ascension, crossing this bifurcation bridge point that we're at right now. So really activate your spiral. Activate. It's like I keep hearing it. Activate it. Activate it. Go within and pull out what you need to pull out. Learn your blocks. That's what I was hearing. Go in. Don't sit on the side and say, I don't know what it is. Go within and truly activate what is there. Activate meaning get to know it. Who feels it, knows it is a clue. In case you want to know, well, how do I know it? Well, what do you feel? Because who feels it, knows it. If you're so busy trying to put away that feeling, you're not going to get it. You're not going to see it. You're not going to be able to truly see what that block is, because you're busy pushing that feeling away. This is the time that we want to really allow ourselves to feel. So if you want to get into knowing how to do that, you might want to look out for the next upcoming 3-day workshop. It's going to be the sacral. We're moving on to the sacral. It is really good for those who did start with the root, because you all have the foundation, so we can really build on the security in the sacral. Because I'm not going to be doing much reviewing back into the root. This is why I've really been emphasizing ones to really get in the root if they can. But the sacral is coming up later on this month. I'll give you the dates, the coordinates for that, and we'll really be able to look at how we feel. That's the emotional body. It's the sacral. So allowing yourself to feel, because who feels it knows it. Who feels it knows it. Who feels it knows it. Ashe. And for those who are here, those who see this, those who may ever come through as while I remember, please remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button so that you can get the message, so the message can get out to more, to those who are activating on the grid as well, those who are coming online. And because I know there's some kind of banding going on, like that I've been, I don't want to say battling with, but I have been noticing it, and it has been a battle. It's times where it's like makes me want to feel like I don't want to be bothered, because what's I don't understand the banding. I don't understand the numbers that have been so low. But what I say to you is, if you support this channel, if you like what you hear in any way, please keep supporting. And watching is great. I'm glad that you come through and watch, but please support, as in make a comment. Like, even when I do the lives, it's really for you all to be able to engage. So when you come through on the lives, feel free to, drop in a comment, ask a question, whatever it is, so that we can converse. That's usually why I mainly got to doing the live, so we can have that opportunity to have that conversation. So if so, share it, link, like, all of that, whatever it is that you can do, and go to the page. I'm going to mention this on the video, but I feel like there are things that we can do. So go to the page. If you don't see me in your feed, I've had some people say, well, I haven't seen you. You may have to go to my actual channel and just click a video, even if you don't watch it, because then what happens is you tell the algorithms, yes, I'm watching it, or you say yes to the algorithms. You say yes to the energy, and they can't deny that when you say yes to it or when you look at it. So if you don't see me in your feed and you're like, whoa, I haven't seen a video in a while, go to the channel, click the video, because there's something going on where if you're not a monetized, like, I'm looking into all the things, because there's no way I could go all the way up to 1,000 something subscribers, 1,000. The views were like anywhere between 600 to 800 something thousand. The views were going up, and then it's like all of a sudden drop back. So I know there's certain things happening if you're not monetized, and I don't want to monetize because I don't want to do the commercials. Like, for me, it's like, why distract people when they're coming to get a message? I don't do the distractions. So to do my best to stay away from but they block your views. It's like, if you don't monetize, they block your views. So I want to just share that with you. If you're really supporting and grateful for this channel, thank you. Ashe, Ashe. I see you, souls. Yes, send your gratitude, even if it's to send emojis. Even if you don't have anything to say, leave in the comments some emojis, because that way we tell them what it is that you want to hear. If you want to see more of this information, if you want to hear more of when I get the downloads and I share them, like now I just listen to spirit, and I just give it as it comes. And when spirit puts it on me to have a workshop, and I do that so that others can have the same opportunity that I have in optimizing this information. It's optimized time. Right? I don't know why that felt like a transformer, like Transformers optimize. So I shared that, not just for you all to hear it, but for you to participate. Like, to say, somebody might be saying, well, I don't know how to do this thing that you're talking about. Well, when you get in the workshop, and I can guarantee you from everyone that's been in the workshop, right, Bird? They definitely get a deeper intel, a deeper, okay, Bird, they get the point. A deeper intel. Maybe that's what he's telling me. They get the point. They get the point. Okay, reflection back at me. Communication. I'm communicating it. I'm sharing. But they get a deeper intel within themselves, and then you turn up your processor. You're a computer. We're technology. I had a message today that was saying, like, we go in and we looking at AI. See, I almost said 3I, and it's like 3I is AI. 3I is consciousness. It is that technology that is reminding us that we are technology. We are that consciousness. And I'm not saying don't use AI at all, but don't look at it in a way where you're not looking at you as the AI. You are the higher consciousness. You are technology. So when I say that you are the computer, you are the car, you are the temples, we all channel that light and technologically so. And with that said, when you amplify, when you go through let's say some of these workshops, or a workshop like mine where you're really working in the mind, you speed up your processor. There you go. That's what I was explaining in our last meeting, that you speed up the processor like this. So your processor, you speed up your intel processing that is within you. So what may take a minute to break down, the more you unfold in your soul, the more you unpack, the more you activate your spirals, is the more you speed up. You pick up your speed. Your intel speed quickens. You quicken yourself, you quicken your soul to the light. So that's to share that message. Now, the last message before I go, because I want to sit here and, bask and get into my message and get the codes that I'm getting here with the Venus connection, our cosmic messenger hooking up with Venus today, shacking up with Venus, sharing some codes. Earlier in the video, you heard the garbage, and I was like, that's a reminder. That's reminding me of the message from yesterday, which was the birds that were flying over. What were they called again? Vagabonds. I call them jankra. In Jamaica, we call them jankras. Vultures. There you go. There was a fleet, and I mean a fleet of vultures, like a whole lot of them flying over, flying south, heading in the southward direction. And south is usually representing the past, right? So reminding us to do what we need to do to clean up. It's like the vultures represent the cleanup crew. That's why the garbage can at that time was reminding me, remember the cleanup crew. Remember to tell them about the cleanup crew, because that is happening this month. And I'm going to do another video as well about retrograde month. I've been meaning to do it for a minute. For those of you who've been with me, you've been hearing me talk about wait till November, wait till November. I've been saying it since summer. It's retrograde month. And there's a lot being activated. And as the sun is in Scorpio, it is really the month of Scorpio. And as the sun is in Scorpio and the sun is in Sekhmet, according to our 5D calendar, it is activating. It is bringing everything to the outer world that Scorpio represents as a death to rebirth transformation. So the cleanup crew that was flying over was, they come because what? Vultures know where death is. They're going in the direction of where death is. So they're going south. And I can look at this in many ways, because I'm in Florida, and what's south of me? Jamaica. Devastation. And I'm not talking about death as in people. I'm talking about death as in there's an old paradigm that is definitely needing to die, that has taken a big hit, and it's going to pick up. The cleanup crew is like, I'm on my way. I'm coming to clean it up. And that's just, take it how that resonates. That's just representing for all of us, not just me because I'm connected to Jamaica, or because Jamaica is south of me and they're going south. Like, there are all these hidden meanings. There's meanings within meanings. But take it how it resonates. This is the multi-dimensional tone of things. And so it's what I'm highlighting is that during this month, particularly, I'm seeing a highlight again of retrograde month. It was like, oh, retrograde month, elimination month. It's because a lot of the planets are in retrograde this month, is why I'm calling it that. It is also a month that is considered elimination, because death to rebirth. Scorpio's principles is about having that going very deep and deep-seated things and pulling them up. And with the planet parade that we got going through, on top of that, we got Black Moon Lilith, helping us to face the dark side, right? The shadows, helping to bring up those things that we need to birth and get rid of, because she stays in a sign for 9 months. She, being the feminine energy, represents there's something that you need to birth and get rid of. 9 months of gestation with your shadow. And right now is a very pivotal moment. I believe she's in her 6th month of where she's been in Scorpio, if I'm correct. 6th or 7th, maybe the 6th month. I'll double check it before I do the video on retrograde month, and I'll have more information on that. So do look out for the energy update that I'm going to do about retrograde month of Scorpio, what they call November. what they have shifted. They've shifted our months so that we don't even see the true months, but that's another story. So what I share with you though in the cleanup crew, hi little ones, in the cleanup crew is just to remember that this is around that time and that season, and there is a fleet of remember those birds represent the spiritual thoughts, so it's the spiritual thoughts that are doing the cleanup. So as we're doing our spiritual work and we're releasing what we need to release, here's the cleanup crew. It's here for you. All the energies need us to do is let go. All we need to focus on this month, don't contract, right? Don't contract. Breathe, release, let it go. We want to take a deep breath and expand. As things are happening, don't, clench, or sometimes our natural reaction is to clench, is to withdraw, is to avoid, is to deny. All of these natural reactions that we tend to have, we want to be on sharp awareness, pay attention to them, and allow it to happen. Lean into it, lean into your shadow. Find out why it's there. This is why it's important to activate, bring us back to the message, activate your spirals. Because it's going to help you to understand you. These are the doorways into your consciousness. So when you activate them, you're activating that life force energy in motion. Those wheels, the chakras, the wheels, energetic wheels is the spiral. Sekhem Ras. Sekhem is the life force energy animated, in animation. So the spirals in activation. Activate them. Right? And I'm going to leave that there because I got my own I'm going to continue my grounding, feet on the ground, as the message I got out of my dream and woke up with. Feet on the earth, feet on the ground. Connect to the earth and feel the beauty all around. Ashe, look out for the Venus video, look out for the retrograde video, and share, support, hit the notification bell, all of that good stuff. And do what's best for you and be true to you. Peace, love, and light. Celestial Earth, signing out.